People would ask me that. Well, how long it took you to forgive your parents. Yeah.
There's a lot of parents watching this show.
Yeah.
And we had police here a few weeks ago, where Chief of Operations said the erosion of morals and values, virtues in this country, which is resulting in our children loitering on the streets. The latest information coming out, the Y factor for the children on the streets, majority of them have one issue. They either do not feel safe at home, or there's issues surrounding child abuse. What is your message to the parents out there, knowing that a negligible parent can result in a child going to the streets, getting violated, drugged up, and used in any way?
That's right. Yeah.
What's your message to the parents?
My message to the parents, if you're listening or you're watching this right now, you play a pivotal role in children's life. You know what? I know it's what it's like to drive a car. You need to get your license first to drive a car. You need to go through all different lessons for that. To be a parent, you don't. The words that you say, how you treat your children, you are the first role models for the children. Don't expect the teachers or anybody else from the outside to do that. You are the very first. What you do, what you say, they copy you. We as children, we listen to what you say, we see what action you make. Don't say a thing and do something else. That does not work. We remember everything that you say. We need love. We need warmth. Children need to communicate with you, not a rigid teaching. No, sit down, spend 10, 15 minutes of your time every day. Put those smartphones away. Instead of going and checking your TikToks or Facebook, put that away. Sit down with your children. Have a conversation with them. Ask them, what are they going through? What's happening with them? There are certain things your children are being influenced with. Instead of them going outside and being influenced by somebody else, please create a platform that they can come to you first and talk to you. Become a friend to them. Not as, coming down really harsh on them, because you as parents, and I'm probably someone is sitting there and looking at me right now thinking, wow, what would I know? I was a child once and I know what it's like. Just bring yourself down, create that space for the young people to talk to their parents, and the parents have to do the same. And I know obligations take parents away from their responsibility, whether it be for the church, whether it be for the vanua or for the family. But remember, your Jerusalem, your family comes first than anything. Because when the kids are idle, when they don't have, when that data that we did in 2019, it was so explosive, and we were trying to campaign as hard as possible to say, you know what, let's look at preventative measure then. This is 4 years later. It's like, Fiji has this tendency of being reactive more than being proactive. Why can't we look at early intervention, early programs, putting something before it actually explodes in your face? That's where we're sitting right now.
Now, my issue is that it seems like we've lived in denial.
Yeah.
And even some parents people who would be watching would be thinking, nah, that's not happening in Fiji. What's your message?
Wow. Mom and Dad, if your children have in high school right now, even primary school, after going to so many different schools, whether it be primary or secondary, these kids, and we ask the question, from primary school even to secondary school, hands up if anybody know who Mary Jane is. Majority of the hands goes up. And it's like, okay, the teacher's standing back and they think, who's Mary Jane? Like, okay, who is she? How come, all these children know? Mary Jane is a street name for marijuana. You just hear that. So these kids will start using code names for drugs. The other one was, does anyone know Tina? Like, half of the hands go up and you think, oh my word, okay, that's a street name for meth or ice. Yeah.